I just want to mix this. Ooh, I can smell it. Can you smell it? It smells like Cheerios.
What?
Doesn't it?
Brothers Bistro. Recipes so simple, even a dude can make it.
Hi, I'm Musclehead Kev.
I'm Skinny Kenny.
And we're the Klar Brothers. Welcome to Brothers Bistro. We're here for your help.
Recipe so simple,
Even a dude can make it.
and have we got a simple one for him today, buddy?
But it is not like this healthy thing.
Not
It's
super
like
healthy.
I mean,
So
it's
you-
good. It's
hey.
good. I would. Don't get me wrong. I mean, everything in moderation. Right?
We're on a little bit of a bread jag. We're investigating our bread making abilities. We're learning how. What I think one of the things that all of these episodes have taught us is, you gotta be willing to get into the kitchen and just experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is one big experiment. Get ready for it.
So hang tight with us. We're going to show you how to make.
All-purpose beginner bread.
Okay. Because we've done the soda bread.
Right?
Now we're doing the all-purpose.
That's right. So we think, and we're here in Colorado, so it's gonna be.
and we're working on a sourdough.
Thanks for interrupting me.
Yeah, you got it.
And,
That's
and
why
we're here in Colorado. We're
gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
We're here in Colorado, so we got to remember we're at elevation. So we're gonna probably be bake it a little lower and a little quicker.
A little more. Usually a little more liquid is what they say.
Yeah.
And a little lower.
So
temp,
that's throwing in another complication to this whole thing.
Okay, that actually looks pretty simple.
Right? This meets.
Now wait a second. Let me get this straight. They charged me $5 for a loaf in the store, and this is what it takes.
Yep, probably 35 cents.
Maybe, like the flour can't be that much, right? That big old
Yeast is probably the most important part. So let me walk you through the ingredients. We got some all-purpose flour, and we got sugar and salt and water, and then we got a little bit of water. We're gonna make sure the yeast is active. We're gonna do a little yeast bloom.
It's a yeast test?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So when we come back, we're gonna be set up for our yeast bloom, and it takes about 5 minutes or so for you to see it bubbling away.
So hang out with us and watch us do this science experiment. And by the way, if you haven't already, it doesn't cost you anything, click on the subscribe, turn on the post notifications.
And give us a big thumbs up. You're here already, you might as well.
And then you'll never miss a piece of us.
Right.
Okay, so we're testing out our yeast. Even though we just bought it, we're sure it's good, but this was
Well,
kind of a fun
the
thing.
recipe calls for instant yeast, and this is active dry yeast. So I'm hoping that it's the same, but I think we're probably going to go through with it regardless of how this turns out. But we're going to walk.
Oh no! Well, I'll make you go to the store if we don't get the right thing.
Okay, so we're gonna pour in our sugar.
Okay.
It's a little quarter. What did we say? 1 teaspoon of sugar or something.
Yeah.
Get that out of there. And we're gonna mix in our water. We got some warm water. It's supposed to be filtered water. We used, what is it called?
Reverse osmosis.
Reverse osmosis water. And we heated it up in the microwave because it was a little cold coming off the tap. We're mixing that sugary water.
Letting that sugar dissolve.
And now, we're gonna pour in our yeast.
Remember, that came in like 3 servings.
Right.
And what are we looking for?
Well, we're gonna mix it up, and then we're gonna wait 5 minutes, and we're gonna see if it doesn't start to foam. That's what the bloom is.
5 minutes. Okay, start your engines.
Is that what they call blooming?
Yeah. Well,
You're a blooming idiot.
It's a little bubbly.
I thought it was how I always just referred to you.
Right. It's a little bubbly. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna mix up all the rest of the ingredients. You ready, bro?
That's kind of fun.
Okay. So here goes our active yeast.
Okay. It's active, all right.
Okay. Yeah. You can see it's bubbling away.
And then the flour?
Well, what we should do is mix in the
More liquid?
the salt into the flour.
No, put it in there. Let's get all this stuff mixed. And then let's get your liquid in there.
Okay.
No,
Good
no,
idea.
yes.
Good idea.
You keep stirring.
Okay.
And I'm gonna dip or do.
Okay.
I'll give you a little bit and you stir it up.
So basically what we're supposed to do is mix all this up, and then we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna cover it and let it sit for an hour or two.
My brother, man, he can't take it anywhere. He's making a huge mess.
No, this is why I told you to get a large bowl.
I got
Because
one.
the flour does have a tendency to kind of fly away. Okay.
Okay, that's it. That's all of it. Man, just slow down a little. He's a little too anxious, isn't he? You guys ever have a brother or sister that's like that? Okay. Wow.
You stir for a little bit.
There's not enough liquid in here, it seems like.
Oh, you just gotta incorporate it. See what you can do. Come on, buddy.
I am.
A little faster.
No, I don't need to move faster because I'll do like my brother and I'll make a big mess.
Our dough was looking a little dry, so we decided to pull it out and see if we could get it to incorporate a little bit better.
And our resident expert told us this is what you do. You fold it back, and hey, any of you bread experts out there, don't hesitate to tell me how screwed up we are because we don't know what we're doing.
We're just learning. Okay. And then you're supposed to turn it. Yeah, that looks good. Okay.
He's pretty good at giving instructions as he's looking at me. Watching me do all the work. Look at what my kneading did. It looks a lot better.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it in here. And we're going to cover it with a little towel.
No. Well.
I don't know about it. Okay. And we're going to put it in a nice warm spot,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's right. And this is kind of a corner of the kitchen that's a little warm. So we're going to let it sit here for a couple hours. We'll probably put a cloth towel over that rather than a paper towel.
I'm bringing in the cloth right here.
There you go. There you go. And we'll check back in an hour or two. It should have doubled in size. So let's do a quick look here. It should be doubled in size when we check back on it. 4.
Oh yeah, that's at least twice as big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to wet our fingers, scoop the bread away from the edge to make a ball. I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna instruct you.
You are.
Because that's what I do best.
I know.
Well, I'm trying to remember the instructions, so.
All right.
And I'm gonna lightly, you're supposed to be pulling it away.
But it didn't stick very good. Maybe it's because it wasn't enough moisture. Because
I'm gonna get
we thought it was a little more.
I'm gonna get some bread on butter on my hands, and I'm gonna grease this pan up.
Okay. This is kind of ready, buddy. I got it shaped.
Okay.
You ready?
No, not yet.
Come on.
Okay. Says after re-wetting your fingers, lift the dough out of the bowl and place it in the pan. And we're gonna wet our fingers and we're gonna shape it. That's looking good, buddy.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm kind of pushing it.
Maybe we missed our calling a little.
Well, it's not too late.
Vaughn's needs a few good men.
You know, we could be the twin. We could be the bread twins.
Yeah. Huh.
So cover that bad boy. We don't want to put it into the lit oven because we're going to preheat the oven.
So I'm going to set this over here where it's
in the same spot.
Yeah. And then we're going to turn the oven on.
And the oven, I think we turn the oven on. It says 425 for 15 minutes, but I think we turn it to 375 because of the altitude.
All right, we're back.
We are. We're back. It's been sitting for about 2.5 hours.
Wow, let's look at that thing.
I think maybe it didn't rise quite
Show
as
me
much
what you
as
got, buddy.
Well, I think maybe it didn't rise quite as much as we wanted because it's the altitude potentially. Okay,
right,
so
what are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna cut some scores in this.
Score in our baker's bread.
I was supposed to dust it. Okay, here. K, B.
I don't know, buddy.
B.
Huh.
Got a couple of KBBs in there.
Now it's going in the oven?
Now it's going in the oven. 400 degrees. Now the recipe calls for 475, but we think
No, it was 425.
425. But we're going to go in there a little light because we baked enough here that we think
we think it needs to be a little lighter.
And we're going on the second to lowest rack in there, and it's going to be in there for 15 minutes.
All right, we're gonna put some butter on it, put it back in for the final
15 minutes. The next 15 minutes, we're gonna lower the temperature from 400 to 375.
All right.
And then we're gonna take it out, and we're gonna take it out of the pan, and we're gonna put it on the rack by itself for just 5 minutes.
Okay, he's got his bear mitts. He's got his.
Man, it's looking good. Look at that. Look at that. Turn it over.
How are you gonna pick it up when it's on the table there?
With my mitts.
Wow, that did pretty easy. And it's going back in for how long? 5 minutes. Back in. All right on the rack. Look at that, people.
Wow, buddy.
Here it comes. How does it look?
It looks good.
All right.
Woo!
I can shut down the oven, right?
You shut down the oven. All right, so now we gotta wait. Man, it smells good too. We gotta wait 15 minutes.
Wait, we gotta do the tap test.
Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds hollow.
Okay, so that's supposed to be.
So what are we gonna do? When do I get to break into this
15 minutes. We gotta wait for it to cool a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you my cool new cutting rack.
Super secret ninja cutting rack?
Yeah. And we'll cut a few slices and we'll try it. Steam and hot.
Okay, all right. We gotta figure out a better way to put the KBB in there.
Yeah.
I kind of did it, but maybe you don't do these slices. Maybe you just do a big K.
Sure. We could do that. Yeah. Okay, next time.
Wow.
Okay, what do you think?
What do you got? What kind of erector set thing do you got here?
Check it out, buddy. So all on the bottom here, this is our cutting board. We got a little board that goes on either side of the bread, but we'll only need one. This is like if you're cutting a bagel, you put them both on there. And then we've got this guy, goes here.
Okay.
And this guy goes here. And we take our bread.
All right, let me come in there and look at it.
We want to make sure it's tight in there.
Okay, so he's got it in there. Putting one little thing on.
See how that goes?
He pushed the bread loaf up there. Oh, now he's coming in with his knife and his pre-cut slots. What the? What? Wow.
We'll just leave it at that, right? Just a couple of slices.
Yeah, okay.
Slice for my bro. Slice for me. It's looking pretty good. Let's get rid of that rack here.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I like myself some grape jelly.
You got some grape. I got both. I got grape and strawberry. We only have one knife, so you got to butter them up and get them going here. Okay, perfect. All right, you ready? Bon appetit.
Let's try it.
Cheers.
Wow. I'm pretty yummy.
I could probably eat the whole loaf.
Holy smokes.
All right. Hey, this wasn't too bad.
It probably cost 10 cents for the whole loaf.
Yeah. 3 ingredients or 4 ingredients, right?
Hang on, let me eat a little bite.
If you're looking at trying bread, this is a fun way to do it. We had maybe a little bit invested because it could cost us about $50 for this cutting rack, and maybe we spent $50 in some of the tools and stuff. But now we're on a little jag. We're gonna see what we can get into with sourdough and stuff. So we'd love for you to try it. Tell us your tips and tricks. We're learning more, doing this thing at altitude even.
And we're having fun. And this is something you do for a special occasion. We just thought it would be fun, divergence from some of our other stuff.
Yeah. Brothers Bistro.
Out.